On Sunday, October 6, 2019, I attended the 11:30 Mass at the Church of St. John. Now, when I first walked in, it was a really nice church, but it wasn't as welcoming as my last field study. There wasn't really anyone greeting anyone or handing out pamphlets to anyone, so I just had to go to any spot where I wanted to sit. Now, the start was the greeting song, which was Praise to the Lord. And this is a clip of it. So during this song, I was actually lost for about 15 minutes. I started looking around to see if other people had pamphlets or like how they were able to follow along. And I noticed that they were using the books that were in the pews. So I noticed there was 2 books, but when I was first looking for the songs, I didn't know which book it was in or where to actually look in the book to find it. Then after a while, I was able to find that this smaller book had actually a sort of a shortened pamphlet of the Mass for that day, and I was able to follow along more after that. But then I was also lost when trying to find certain songs that were in the other book. So this photo is when everyone was getting up to receive communion. One thing that was really different from my last field study is the way everyone got up. So in my last field study, everyone was actually directed when it was their time to go, but here, when it was time, everyone just got up really quickly and tried to form a line. And when this was happening, I was actually able to notice the demographics. And at this church, it was very diverse as well as my last field study. So that was a positive of this. Now, overall, majority of the pieces that were played, in my opinion, were very similar. And I think it was that because of just the way the cantor sang them all, since I was only hearing her voice because no one in the congregation was really participating, and with the acoustics and the speakers that were used in this church. So it wasn't really, I couldn't really distinguish like the songs other than like the words that were being sung. And because of this, I couldn't really pick like a song that was like my favorite during this Mass, because overall just hearing all these different pieces but sung the same way was just not a good experience in my opinion. So this field study made me feel like not so welcomed because no one was really there greeting me. If I had a pamphlet and I saw people participating, I would have felt more inclined to like try and sing the songs, because the majority of the time I was either lost and I saw other people not singing. But in the end, like, it was a good experience, and I thought it was a good experience to see how another church's Mass like was different from another.